Colonisation is like a toxic friend. Man, you've had some good times with this friend. What sucks though is this friend sometimes makes you feel small about the things you like or are really proud of. They don't like your family, they ignore you sometimes, and they don't want to watch hakas with you. It was like that when Pākehā arrived in Aotearoa. There was lots of trade between Māori and the British. He whakaputanga and Te Tiriti o Waitangi was signed by the British and some Māori. They contained promises that were meant to protect Māori rangatiratanga and culture, but they were broken. By 1900, about 95% of Māori land had been sold or taken by the Crown. Te reo Māori declined because people were discouraged from speaking it. Schools were set up to assimilate Māori children into Pākehā ways. Māori lands were burned. Māori culture wasn't respected because it was seen as inferior to British culture. Yep, the friendship had turned toxic. Decolonising is when you realise, hey, this relationship isn't working, it's hurting me. And you ask, what do I need to make me happy and healthy? And then you act to reclaim your power. Like Hone Heke, he chopped down the flagpole, felling that symbol of the coloniser. And Dame Whina Kupa, she led a massive march demanding the government stop taking Māori land. And so many people have worked from the ground up, from our marae, kohanga reo and papakainga, to build back a Māori world that caters to our people, our taonga, our language. Decolonisation is important because a toxic friendship hurts, and it keeps on hurting. Why do you think Indigenous peoples around the world represent so highly in negative statistics? Poverty, crime, lack of education, poor health. As Indigenous peoples, we have always had our own strains of philosophy, medicine, art and science that worked for us, but they were dismantled. So what about you? Decolonising might start with embracing your Māori whakapapa, or if you're Pākehā, you could start by learning some te reo Māori or how to say your pepeha. Our education, justice, political, arts and health systems were all inherited from a foreign country. Imagine if we decolonised them. If we incorporated a Māori approach, what would our country look like?